What is up, guys? Welcome back to a brand new reaction, and today we're watching 5 summer objects I only encountered after moving to America. So this is by Lost in the Pond. I'm pretty sure he's originally from the UK and he's moved over to America like I don't know how long ago. But apparently these 5 summer objects he's never seen before until he moved here. And let me tell you, summer is in full effect here in Kentucky. It's rough out here, alright? It is toasty. Like, not only is it hot, it's humid. So like, you can't do anything. Like, I think yesterday it was 93 degrees Fahrenheit, but it felt like 104. I don't know about y'all, but nah, that ain't for me. I'm not built like that. So yeah, there's definitely some objects that, you know, I use only in the summertime. So we're about to get into it. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. We're trying to hit 100K. Once you do, give me a UK themed tattoo. Wow, I talked really fast right there. If y'all want to see more videos like this, let me know by hitting that like button. Go check out my second channel, link down in the description. Since we're talking about summertime, that's the channel to be on. We're doing all kinds of outdoor stuff, fishing, camping, doing all kinds of crazy stuff. So if y'all are interested in any of that, click the link down in the description. It'll take you straight to it. But other than that, let's get into it. There is fishing line in my headphones. Okay.
These ice cubes are a lifesaver when you run out at parties, and they're made by wizards.
Huh?
Hello, I'm Lawrence, and I'm on a quest to uncover all of the memos that Britain and America lost in the pond, and one of those memos pertains to things, objects, stuff, particularly summer stuff. 42 years ago, in the winter of 2020, I did a video about 5 winter objects that I only encountered after moving to America, and this video serves as its summer counterpart, and as was the case with that video, I'll not be including food items. That's its own video, right? Just wanted to make that clear for people like Uncle Toby. Basically, man-made...
Well, that's like, there's no way I'm ever gonna eat a nice hot bowl of soup or a hot bowl of chili during the summertime. Like, those are specifically for wintertime. So yeah, that makes sense. Food there, yeah, that's a whole video.
Objects that are associated with the summer. And as we go through this list, keep in mind that some of these things might have a presence in Britain. It's just that either A, I was sheltered, or B, they're shown more prominently in America.
Gotcha.
And so without further ado, let's take a look at 5 summer objects that I only encountered after moving to America. I think it's fair to say that I have a love-hate relationship with ceiling fans. Now, when I say overhead fans, I'm not referring to Lost in the Pond supporters who sit in the rafters at the live events that I don't have. I'm referring to fans on the ceiling. In British homes, they're exceedingly rare, whereas in America, I've yet to enter a house that doesn't have one.
Bro, that is my biggest fan. That's my biggest fan right there. I love that guy. That's my, bro, he's my Lord and Savior sometimes. But yeah, every room in my house, besides like the kitchen, the bathroom, and I think the laundry room, they all have overhead fans like this, ceiling fans. Which is a good thing because, you know, it circulates air and it will keep you cool. But it's a bad thing when you are, here, let's give y'all this angle right here. When you're 6'2", 6'3", and you kind of just walk through and, yeah, you have to give it one of these to walk around. Yeah. But yeah, I don't think I could live without my ceiling fan. Like, I know the one in my bedroom, I don't think it's turned off since we lived here. Like, we just keep it on 24/7.
And that includes my mansion that has about 3. It's not a mansion. First of all, when you're a YouTube sensation, the last thing you need in your studio is an overhead fan, because it messes up your hair and your voice. I realise that this is a niche problem and that certain people need to check themselves before they wreck themselves.
Yeah.
But the other first world...
I got one in my studio. It don't mess up my hair.
The problem that they produce is I never know how many times to pull the string.
That's facts. Yeah, you kind of gotta, like, you gotta listen. You'll, like, listen for the mechanics of it. And once you hear it slow down a little bit, or you'll hear it just completely go away, that's when it's off. But then you'll make the mistake. You're like, all right, turn it off. But you just turned it on high, so now you're, like, getting blown away.
Apparently on most units it's 3, and this is the sort of thing they should tell you at customs when you first arrive.
Yeah.
Are you travelling with family? Are you here on business? Oh, and by the way, pull it 3 times and not 4, you numpty. But I said it's a love-hate relationship, whereas Lost in the Pond fans cheer me up. Overhead fans cool me down. And this is particularly useful when your studio doesn't have one of these. I'll admit it, when I first heard about America's propensity for using air conditioning, I thought it was weird. Why would you want that blowing through your home when you can just crack open a window and hear the sounds of nature? And I thought it was particularly unusual that anybody would want to partially obscure their window with this big box. We're British. We want to see outside. We want to see what that chaffinch is up to. We want to see if it's a light drizzle or a heavy downpour. We want to see the joggers. So I thought it was as weird as the next person. And then I met the next person. His name was Mick from Stockport. And Mick from Stockport had never actually left Stockport, but he had all kinds of views about the rest of the world, including America. And he absolutely lamented the artificial nature of American air conditioning.
What?
2 weeks later, he died of heat stroke. Mick is, like any other British person I talk about on this channel, entirely fictional.
Oh,
But he was a stubborn...
I was about to say. Yeah, no, there is no way you could ever survive a summer over here without air conditioning. Like, you would literally probably die from heat exhaustion or overheating or whatever.
As I was when it came to air conditioning. We just don't have it in UK homes. But after moving to America, I saw the error of my ways. If you saw my recent video on how British heat waves ain't got nothing on America, you might have a clue as to why the absence of them would constitute a public health hazard.
Yeah, like, I'm sure up north, like, you know, up towards, I don't even know, like Wisconsin or something, I feel like their summers don't get as hot. But I still think, like, some days during the summer, it could get up to 90, even 95 some days. So, like, even then, I don't want to be in a house with 90-degree weather with no air conditioning. That'd be terrible.
Parts of the US, it's extremely common for the summer temperature to rise above 90 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah.
The simple truth is, in July, an American home wouldn't be fit for humans, were it not for the installation of AC. Also, it does help that my cat has an aircon obsession.
Hey, like, let's see how hot it is right now. While I'm recording this, it is... Oh, it's only 82, but it's raining, so... And then where my dad lives, it's 91, so... Yeah, just an hour drive away is a 10-degree difference, so... Glamping
Don't
mattresses.
get me wrong, in the UK, inflatable mattresses are as popular as inflatable people.
What?
And you sometimes use them both at the same time. But in my experience, British people draw the line at using them while camping. That's the blow-up mattresses, not so much the other one.
Hey.
In America, they have a term for this. It's called glamping. Glamping is an example of a poor man's toe, or as it says in my dictionary, a portmanteau.
I just uploaded a vlog on my second channel. Me and my puppy, we went camping, and I had an air mattress. I won't lie, I used an air mattress because it was camping. We weren't surviving. And I'm trying to be comfortable and not have my back hurt, so I used an air mattress. But yeah, they are really common. Like, rarely do I go camping and not use an air mattress.
It just means glamorous camping, and I was introduced to this concept by none other than old-fashioned AF, my wife.
So make sure you sign up as soon as you're finished watching this video.
In the height of summer, we went a-camping in southern Indiana, and I prepared myself for days on end for the enormous back pain I would feel afterward. See, this is what British campers do. We gear ourselves for a night or two of blissful torture. And this was the illusion I'd afforded myself on this visit to southern Indiana, right down to the moment that I put the last peg in the ground. And then my wife surprised me by pulling from the van an inflatable mattress.
Yes.
And 2 pillows, and a headboard, and a dressing table. And it filled me with dread because I'd just signed a lease elsewhere. But also because it made me panic that my wife wasn't who I thought she was. But it turns out that this is quite normal in America.
Yeah.
People here don't go camping to recreate the living conditions of Neanderthals. They do it to sit around campfires and eat s'mores and play songs. So whatever you learn from the 1999...
We literally did all of that in that vlog on my second channel, I'm telling you.
American documentary, The Blair Witch Project, forget it, that's old news. Now maybe I'm becoming Americanized. Over time I've become comfortable with America's obsession with being comfortable.
Hey.
That's probably why when it comes to my new house, I want to add one of these.
Hey, I'd rather go camping and use an air mattress and be able to wake up and not, like, have my entire body hurting. To go out and, you know, enjoy nature, go fishing, go swimming, go hiking, do whatever. I'd rather do that than sleep on the ground and be like, yeah, this is how it's meant to be. Roughing it.
I'm going to go out on a limb here with no data to back up what I'm about to say. Per household, America has way more front porches than Britain.
Yeah, that's true.
I've been to various parts of the United States, and having done so, one thing stands out as a constant among its streets. Friends and families getting hammered on the front porch. In Britain, We must like our privacy because if we have porches, they tend to be in the back garden/yard. Either way, there's one element of porches that I didn't encounter until moving to America: swing benches. Again, that's not to say we don't have them in Britain, they're just more prevalent in America, and again, I don't have data to back that up. It's an observation. I've now lived in the US for about a third of my life, and in that time you do get a good sense for America's furniture choices. And if it turns out that my observation is numerically incorrect, the wife and I will be more than happy to tip the scales back in America's favour. That was just an excuse to show you my empty front porch. I should have played it cool, much like this.
Yeah, I have a swing on my back porch that literally y'all could watch me put up on the second channel. But I got a swing, I got a whole patio set. Most of my deck is in the back of my house, kind of like it is over in the UK. And then up front, we literally just have like a little set of stairs going up to the front porch. But yeah, we're back there all the time. That's like where we stay like 24/7 is on the back deck.
If you take a knife and try to cut an ice cube in half, you might have A, a mess, and B, a perfect metaphor for the final entry on our list. In other words, this is 2 entries in one.
Y'all don't have
It
bag
can
of
shatter
ice?
everything Americans hold dear when they discover that British people, on the whole, don't put ice cubes in their water. And perhaps this creates an illusion that British people eschew ice cubes altogether, but that couldn't be further from the truth. We do sometimes put them in water, but also Pims, mostly that. And growing up in Britain, in my family, we had one of those ice trays that fill with water and put in the freezer.
I have like 3 of those. I use ice for damn near everything.
In fact, this is something that Americans, the British, and people the world over have in common. But I was 26 years old when I discovered that you could buy pre-made ice cubes in a bag.
What?
These ice cubes are a lifesaver when you run out at parties, and they're made by wizards. And it just happens that my discovery of them came about in America. This is an example of me living a sheltered life, because it turns out you can absolutely get them in Britain. They're just not displayed as prominently. I'm mostly talking about gas stations. One thing you'll notice when you drive into BP, ironically British Petroleum, is that outside of them, they feature subtly decorated ice cube vendors.
Bro, you will find those outside of gas stations, grocery stores, I don't know, this little store, like, they are everywhere. We love our ice. And also, there's these things, there's like this, it looks just like a little metal building, but there's nobody there. It's just like a one little thing where you put in your money, and it has a chute that literally shoots a 16-pound bag of ice out at you. It's great, bro. It's only like $2. You can either get the bag, or you can get 20 pounds of ice just dumped into your cooler. Like, you set your cooler underneath this big old chute, and ice just falls into your cooler. It's amazing, bro.
So if you're hosting a party that night and you're running a bit behind, don't go to Walmart, go to BP. You can get everything you need. That's it for this episode.
Walmart has ice too. Yeah, everything he said, I use pretty much on the daily basis in the summertime, especially ice. Like, I'm always going either fishing or camping or whatever, and I gotta bring drinks, I gotta bring food with me, and to keep them cool, I'm always going and putting my cooler underneath that big old chute. But alright guys, that is going to do it for the 5 summer objects I only encountered after moving to America. Y'all let me know, have y'all seen some of these? Do y'all use some of these? Or maybe you're in his shoes and you've never seen any of these either. Y'all let me know down in the comments if y'all want to see more reactions like this. Let me know by hitting that like button. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure I go out today, spread love, spread kindness, do something nice for somebody today, and yeah, stay cool out there. It's getting pretty toasty. I love you guys so much. It's JC Reaction. I'm out. Peace.